Think of a childhood memory. We often imagine them as video files, saved securely on a hard drive, locked away until we pull them up and reminisce. We see this all the time in fiction, characters pulling glowing strings of thought out of their heads and dropping them into basins. But modern research moves past the idea of memories as physical objects that can be extracted or stored like liquids. The biological reality of a memory is more dynamic. To the brain, a memory is a specific pathway of electricity coursing through connections between nerve cells or neurons. The more exposure you have to an experience, the stronger those electrical connections become. Because a memory exists as a sequence of electrical signals, it carries a built-in vulnerability. An electrical code can be intercepted, and theoretically it can be manipulated. Scientists are testing this in labs today. They are finding ways to artificially strengthen those connections to boost recall, and they are investigating how to weaken or dismantle those connections to make a subject forget. Neuroscientist Robert Hampson at Wake Forest University conducted a clinical experiment to see if the human brain could be forced to remember things better through artificial means. His team worked with 17 epilepsy patients who already had microscopic wires implanted in their brains for medical mapping. These hair-thin wires recorded activity in the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for processing memories. Recording the hippocampus producing a unique electrical pattern for each image revealed a memory's fingerprint. By mimicking these patterns, researchers delivered targeted zaps into patients' brains. Memory scores jumped 35 to 40% with jolts, but didn't improve without them. In the future, brain implants delivering these patterns might be used as a medical intervention for people with memory loss conditions like Alzheimer's or those recovering from traumatic head injuries. But strengthening a memory is only one side of the research. Scientists are also investigating the mechanics of the opposite, targeting and weakening the memories we would rather not have. For people living with PTSD, memories aren't just recollections, they are triggers. In these cases, the brain can link a neutral, safe experience to a dangerous or traumatic one, creating a cycle of involuntary recall. Neuroscientist Samuel Shacker began looking for a way to intervene at the cellular level to see if it was possible to erase a single unwanted memory while leaving the rest of the mind intact. Shacker used the neurons of marine sea hares for his baseline research. These large cells allow scientists to observe the physical changes that occur when a memory is stored. As a memory is encoded, sensory and motor cells physically link together, forming a connection bridge that stores the experience. Using precise molecular tweaks as a surgical intervention, Shacker's team successfully targeted and snipped away that specific connection bridge. The result was the deletion of that specific memory-storing connection. The sea hare's other behaviors and memories remained completely functional. While this hasn't been tested in humans, these cellular results suggest that memories are not permanent fixtures. They are editable connections that can, in theory, be physically unlinked. Historically, we have only been able to change our memories through lived experience, like studying to strengthen a fact or choosing to look away to let an image fade. Neuroscientist Andre Fenton warns that bypassing this process with instant technological edits brings up difficult ethical questions. Fenton notes that our experiences and our memories of them shape who we are. This perspective, changing what a person remembers, is a step toward changing the person themselves. Deleting a traumatic memory might provide relief from pain, but it could also eliminate the life lessons or survival instincts that a person developed because of that experience. We are nearing a time when we can treat the symptoms of dementia and the weight of PTSD by editing the brain. The paradox is that this medical progress targets the very same neural connections that define our individuality. This brings us to a personal question. If the technology existed to safely and permanently delete your darkest memory, would you choose to use it?